I got neighbors that if I didn't supply them with food or give them some of my food, their kids would go hungry, bud.
That's me. I know what you mean. If it wasn't for a damn food bank, I'd go fucking hungry. I hate to say it, but it's God's honest truth. If it wasn't for a food bank and someone here at home, I'd go fucking hungry. Because you can't get a job, and if you do get one, they gonna want to pay you minimum wage or pay you below what you're worth, or try and screw you out of it with taxes. So I'm honestly, I'm to a point. What's the point in working and paying taxes? I'm to a point. Honestly, fuck the government.
Yep, I feel the same way. I feel the exact same way. I mean, what's the point in taxes when it's going to these rogue cops, these politicians that are making laws against Americans?
Yeah, you got it.
To allow this halal food, these Muslim bastards. This is America. You submit to our laws, or you can get the fuck out.
I agree 100%. You can either submit to our laws or just get the fuck out of here and don't come back. And don't let the door hit you in the ass when you leave.
Yeah, because if you try to open that door, you might not get what you expect the next time.
Thank you. You got that right.
It's aggravating, dude. And I got a friend right now. She's got 3 kids. She works at a hospital. She needs help. She could use food stamps. She got offered $12.
Hey, Bo, you ain't telling me nothing. Bo, you ain't telling me nothing. I hate to say it, but man, I got food stamps for 4.5 years. Then them stupid son bitches want to cut me off and cut me down to $34 a month.
Yep, that's right. Because you know why? Well, we know why they cut you down. We know why everybody else gets cut down.
But because I'm a damn American citizen.
On $34 a month.
Thank you. Who can live on $34 a month? I know exactly. Believe me.
Yep, we know exactly who. Because what they're going to do is they're going to take it. They're going to buy drugs with it.
Yep.
Buy them some nice fancy rims, and to hell with everybody that deserves the food stamps.
Thank you.
That deserves welfare. I mean, it almost sickens me.
It is. It is
sickens
sickening
me to live in the country that we live in today.
Me too. Believe me. Me too. Me too. It's pure out ridiculous, is what it is.
Mm-hmm. And yet we're siding with Iran over Israel. Israel's been our ally since day one, basically.
Yeah.
They've helped found this country. Jews helped found this country. But yet we're gonna tell them no. You've been our best friend all this time. We're gonna tell you no, because we're gonna go let these Iranian bastards, people that are screaming death to America, death to Israel, but we want to give them a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
They're not going to make power plants with that. We know that. We all know that. You don't use that grade of uranium and radioactive material to make power. I know this for a fact. I've worked in refineries and things all my life, all my working adult life. You can't do it. You know what I mean? It's a bomb-making material. It's not energy-making. I mean, I don't want to destroy our great country and the great world that we live in by harvesting lumber and stuff and drilling for oil, but we got to. It's a must. The Keystone Pipeline needs to come through. That's going to create so many jobs.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, but Mr. Obama, bow down to Mr. Obama. He don't want to let. Well, I think it was something like 155,000 jobs just off of that one pipeline. It would have guaranteed.
Yeah, and then some.
Yep, and that's 155,000 plus Americans that could have food in their mouths the next day. You know, but no, we're going to shut that down because we're afraid it might leak. Like I said, I worked on the pipelines. They don't just leak. And when they do leak, people know about them.
Believe I know what you mean. I've done that type of work before, not on a pipelines, but I've done pipe fitting and stuff before. Believe me, I know what you mean.
Right, they just don't leak, do they?
No. You know, it's one of the things. You know, if that's something that's just gonna leak, it's gonna be a fucking gusher. You know, you gonna fucking know about it.
Yep, and it's going to be instant. It's not going to be 5 minutes, not going to be a couple weeks. It's going to be right then.
Thank you.
As soon as you put the pressure to it, it's going to cause a leak.
It's just one of the things. It's going to be a fucking gusher if it happens.
Yep. And it doesn't. There's so many ways to clean up oil spills on land. On the water, I understand being cautious about dropping oil.
I do too.
On land, you can dig it up. You can sterilize. You can get the oil out of the dirt.
Yeah.
I'm just reading right now. I've been studying a lot on edible mushrooms, medicinal mushrooms, because when shit hits the fan, I don't plan on being able to bag a deer every day. It's just not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Right. So I've been looking into other ways. You can take mushrooms that grow on anything, and they naturally break down oil enzymes. Right there. I mean, that's a way to help get the oil out of the ground. It's just, it aggravates me the way our country is being driven.
It's pure out freaking ridiculous.
Yep, and I'm not going to blame just Democrats or just Republicans. I'm just going to say politicians in general. They're all crooks. They're worse than a used car salesman. You
got that right.
You know, if it makes them extra money in their pocket, they're going to sign for it.
Yeah, you got it.
We got this Al Sharpton dude. $4.4 million in unpaid taxes.
Don't even get me started on that stupid fucking nigger. Don't even get me started on that.
You know where I'm going.
Don't even get me started on him or fucking Jesse Jackson. I tell you, I said it once and I'll say it again. Him, fucking Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and Barack Obama is the new fucking Three Stooges.
They are, and they're not even the funny ones. They're the idiots out of the street.
Yeah, you got it. They're the freaking idiots. They're the freaking idiots.
And they're just shit stirs is all they are.
You got it. Stirring shit. You got it. Especially that fucking Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Yep. That's all they do is stir shit.
Al Sharpton is a known registered informant for the FBI. He's a snitch. And yet everybody follows him like he's God or something, like he's a messiah, a bringer of their equality. Fuck that dude. The guys that actually fought for their equality are the people that are dead now.
Thank you.
You know, they actually can say they've tried to accomplish something in their life.
Yeah.
They didn't talk like these do, where they're hating everybody, killing cops, destroying their neighborhoods. I know if I'm rioting, I'm not destroying my neighborhood. I got to live there.
Thank you.
Go destroy something else.
Thank you. That's about like in fucking Ferguson. Them stupid fucking niggers sit right there and they destroyed fucking Ferguson, and then they want the fucking government to rebuild it. Come on. I mean.
Yep.
No. Fuck
they did it on their own. They need to live in that.
You done it. You live in it. You fucking rebuild it your damn self.
Yep.
You the one that you the one that fucked it up. You do it. You rebuild it yourself. Y'all the one that fucking lied it.
I wouldn't even give them aid, bro. I'd make them do it like everybody else did. When everybody come over in the 16, 17, 1800s, they built everything by hand on their own. They didn't need no help from the government.
You got it. They didn't need no help.
I mean, hell, there was basically not a government. The guys that were in the government then they'll be rolling in their graves right now if they knew what
you got
the way that
they would
be drugged.
And then some.
I mean, I can guarantee for a fact, my great-great-grandfather, Colonel William B. Travis, would have put bullets in somebody over this shit.
I know what you mean. Believe me, I've wanted to.
I mean, he died at the Alamo. To me, that's one of the biggest honors I have in my family, is having Colonel William B. Travis in my family tree. But yet to see the way that the country he fought for, the country General George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, everybody fought for, has done disappeared, bro. There's no United States of America. It's the United States of Obama and the liberals.
You got it. The United States of liberals is what it is.
Yep. I mean, you talk. If me and you was to say something, or any of my friends were to say something, we would be hung and beat on the streets for just standing up for liberty and honor and morals and respecting God and country. Right now, you see the way that, just a few weeks ago, them 2 cops were shot in Ferguson. I'm not against getting the rogue and the corrupt cops out. I'm not against that. But them 2 men were shot out of no reason. There's no reason for them 2 innocent cops to be shot like they were.
You got it.
But that's the liberal agenda for you.
Yeah,
take out good people, not the bad.
You got it. That's the liberal agenda. Take out the bad people, not the good. Sorry, excuse me. Take out the good people, not the bad.
Yep. And it's sad. It's very sad.
It's very sad. It's ridiculous.
Yep. And we're going to end up, the United States, if Americans don't stand up, and I'm tired of hearing this, well, we're waiting for a leader. Well, fuck that. Our forefathers didn't wait for somebody to stand up. They all got pissed off and went to putting foot to ass. If our Americans would stand up and do what's right, morally, biblically, however, I'm not against any religion except for Islam.
That's me. I'm not against any religion other than frickin' Islam.
Right. If they would stand up, the following they would get would be massive.
Yes, it would.
I mean, I guarantee you 99% of the military, 50% of the cops would back every American here trying to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. I mean, it's sad to say it, but we're going to end up living in a third world country if we can't get our country back.
It's very sad to say.
Yep.
And one, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Impeaching his ass ain't gonna do no good. The only thing that's gonna stop that stupid son of a bitch is just to fucking march on DC and drag that stupid fucking sand nigger out of that White House and be done with it.
While we're there, we need to grab Hillary Clinton.
Yep, all of them. They all need to go. They all need to go.
They all need to. And if they don't like it, well, we just flog them. We'll publicly humiliate them before they get a public hanging.
You got it.
I mean, and honestly, we got all these criminals. Our jails are filled.
Yeah.
We got all these criminals. How many criminals in jails were there in the 1800s, early 1900s, when you could just hang the guy? He's guilty.
None.
He's right there.
None.
Hang him.
Hardly none.
We got there was 2 people in Harrison County that was charged for not only rape, but other molestation of kids. They had proof. It's on their cell phone. Why waste our money in the courts?
Thank you.
If you have proof,
execute,
bring them to the old oak tree.
You got it.
I mean, and another thing that just pisses me off, and I understand some people are against it, some people are for it. Medical marijuana. You might be against it, and that's fine. I don't mind people being against it. That's the great states that we live in. We all have an opinion. But don't legalize it for half the states when you got other people that honestly need a cancer patient, AIDS patient.
Me, I know. And
I have a friend.
I'm not against it.
Yep, I have a friend right now. His wife has epileptic seizures.
I know what they are.
She needs THC tablets. She doesn't smoke. It's bad for you. But she can't get the medicine she needs, so she's got to suffer with epileptic seizures every day the rest of her life until they legalize it for her. Pisses me off.
But believe me, I know what you mean. Believe me, I know. It's pure out ridiculous. It is.
Yep, and then just like today, I was looking in our little paper. This man was busted for methamphetamine 5 times in a row. Yeah, he's out on bond. We don't need to be letting these hardcore methamphetamine, heroin, painkillers, even alcoholic drunk drivers.
No,
I like to drink.
I agree.
But I know I have responsibilities. I got 3 sons. If I kill somebody drinking and driving, I'd pop my own self in the noodle and do the world a favor.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, I'm too stupid to be able to drive or even drink alcohol. If you're going to drink and drive.
Thank you. That right there is pure out stupidity and asking for fucking problems is what that is.
It is. I have more crosses that line my roads because of kids in my age group drinking and driving. We graduated 132 people in my graduating class. There's 12 left because of drinking and driving and these hardcore drugs.
You got it. And it'll do it. Believe me, I know.
Yep.
Believe me, I know the hardcore drugs. They'll kill you in a heartbeat.
Yep. We got a cross at the end of our little road because of a man, good man. I won't knock him. He was a very good man. Drinking and driving on one of them mules, flipped it, kills his daughter. Not only does he got to live in prison the rest of his life, but he's got to live with killing the fact that he's killed his daughter.
Thank you.
Prison is not where he needs. He needs to be euthanized.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, he is a good fellow, but he took the life of an innocent child because he was drinking and driving. I mean, it aggravates me the way that the world is, the way the United States in general has pretty much turned around, gave their backside to everybody in the world that wants to do something crooked.
Yeah, you got it. I agree 100%.
But I mean, it just aggravates me, but to the point where I would just like to walk off one day and become the new addition to McDodge. Or, you go to a deserted island and just leave. Not worry about what happens anymore.
Thank you. Just and it's one of the things, just leave me the hell alone.
Yeah, just leave us alone. But now we have laws that they don't need search warrants to come into your house. They don't need nothing. Well, what happens when you get cops that are getting shot because, honestly, you come knocking on my door at 11 o'clock midnight,
it's going to happen.
You're gonna get a bullet, or I'm gonna at least have a gun in my hand asking you what the hell's the problem.
You got it. And I'm one. It's like somebody else said. An old friend of mine, where I grew up at, he point blank said, "If you're gonna step foot on my property, you better have a search warrant, or you better be armed to the fucking T. Because if you come on my property illegally, without a search warrant, you gonna fucking die."
Yep. Last year, about this time, there was a man in my backyard. He'd left out. He was in our laundry room and come out and was staring at my mom through her window. I fired 2 shots at him.
Hey, can't blame you. I can't blame you 100%. I'd have done the same thing.
Yep, and I almost went to jail. If they would have found a body or blood, I would have went to jail because I would have killed somebody. And like I told the cop, it's almost midnight. There's a front door.
Thank you.
Knock on the front door. I ain't gonna bother you if you're knocking and trying to be polite.
That's me. That's me. It's just a matter of he was somewhere where he shouldn't have been at, where he had no business being there.
Right. Or if one of the dogs would have got a hold of him, or if I would have shot him, I would have been sued. My family would have been sued.
I know what you mean.
I would have been in jail over an idiot drug addict that couldn't come to the front door.
Thank you. Common sense.
Yep, common sense. But we're flooded right now in America with this methamphetamine, with heroin, with prescription painkillers, to where they're stealing from their own families.
Yeah.
From good people that would give them, or at least work them long enough to where they could get their money for their fix.
Thank you.
But they'd rather steal it.
You got it. They'd rather steal it. Well, the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, the thing is with them some bitches working, they can't work long enough to make the money to do it because they won't. They gotta steal in order to do it.
Yep. That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's honest. They probably don't want to work.
No, because it cuts into their getting high time.
You got it. Exactly. It cuts into them and their time on getting high. That's it. You got it.
Yep. And I'm going to be a little truthful and plain blunt. I smoked dope, and I call it dope. It's marijuana. I smoked marijuana since I was probably 15, 14 till about 21, 22. I worked every day. I paid every one of my bills. I kept it super secret. I mean, when my girlfriend found out I smoked pot, she was like, I never would have suspected you. I have morals.
I mean, I'll be quite frank with you. If the government was going to legalize marijuana in all 50 states to use, a lot of the bullshit that happens probably wouldn't happen.
Nope, it wouldn't.
And you wouldn't have the problems going on with this going on. And the thing is, they could tax the living hell out of it and make some money, but no, they're too fucking stupid to realize that.
Colorado, so far this year, made $42 million off of paid taxes.
Yeah.
Just for medical marijuana. Now, if you double that or times it times 50, that would bring our national debt out.
Yeah, out and completely gone is what it would do.
Yeah, but they'll let the methadone clinics.
Yeah.
Where you go and fix up your dope for free in a sterile environment.
Yeah.
If you want to put a needle in your vein, you deserve everything you get from that needle.
You got it. I agree 100%.
I mean, I was arrested for possession of marijuana. I deserved everything I got. It wasn't legal.
Yeah.
You know, I thank God I only got probation and some fines. But reality set in. You know, you can think of it how you want it, but to me, it was like a baseball bat to the back of the head. Reality's there, bro. Deal with it.
I know what you mean. Believe me.
I mean, it's just heartbreaking.
It is. It's very heartbreaking.
I don't know, but if I could just be president, it wouldn't even take me one day.
Thank you.
I'd be like, I'll pull the 7-day rule like our creator did. 6 days, I'll have the nation whipped into line. If not, Monday morning rolls around, you better not be here.
Thank you. I know what you mean. Believe me.
I mean, seriously. And then another thing I want to touch on: these kids shooting up these schools.
Yeah.
You know, I never want to see any child gunned down like the way they've been being gunned down. But I don't want to side with the shooters. And the way I tell people, go beat a dog. Go get a full-grown dog and beat that thing every day, and wait until just see how much he puts up with till he bites you.
Yep. Sooner or later, he's going to bite your ass.
Yep, and then you deserve it.
Yeah.
But if these kids would get help, or if these teachers and principals would discipline these kids for bullying.
Well, exactly. A lot of it's the damn bullying in the damn schools. I had to deal with it when I was a kid, and there was one in particular. That something, she kept that shit up for about 6 months. Finally, I got enough of it. I sucker punched that something right in the face. He didn't do it no more.
Yeah. That was me. I had one that bullied me. I was a small guy. I didn't fight. I didn't like to fight. I couldn't fight. I was very good at it. One day I had enough of it. We met at the end of the driveway, and we fist fought for it felt like an hour. Probably only 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And we whipped the dog shit out of each other. Now we're best friends in the world. You know what I mean? He needs something. He knows where he can come And it's just these bullies need to be realized there's somebody bigger than you, or there's somebody badder than you.
You got it. You got it. That, I'm going to tell you.
I teach my kids. Do what?
This was one of the things. That, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of it, too, is the damn school systems, they sweep it up under the rug like it's nothing.
Yep.
I mean, especially the damn principals and the teachers, they sweep it up under the rug like it's nothing. I mean, I won't forget one incident I had at school. Had a book bag with some coveralls come up missing in gym one day. My father went to the school point blank and told him. My father drove semi for a living. He told him point blank. You know, if you know, it's one of the damn things. You know, if the shit happens again and my kid's backpack comes up missing and y'all seem to disregard it, that damn Mac Bulldog is gonna be right through the front of y'all school. So what you gonna do?
Yep.
You know, it's one of the damn things. My father sat right there and told the vice principal and the principal that straight to their face. If the shit continues, that you see that white Mac out there, it's gonna be in the front door of this school, about 4 foot in. So mess with me.
Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and out to the school. There's a school here in Louisiana that the child was molested. The principal and the teachers knew about it, yet nothing was done for this child.
Of course. That's the way it goes.
And it's these school systems, bro. We're getting stuck on this Common Core.
You got it. Common Core. That's just it. That's the whole problem, is the damn Common Core system.
Right, and they're changing history. I understand some history needs to be changed because it either isn't quite accurate, or maybe someone might have got to there before they did and they didn't realize it. But history is history. It's basically the same. You got it. You got it. And we got this Common Core changing the way math has been done for thousands of years.
Yep.
What's the difference between the way me and you and everybody else in our generation was brought up to teach math, and the way these kids are getting it? They're so screwed up in the head, they don't know how to do math. You got it. Screwed up in the head ain't the word. I mean, it's sad. It is. It's very sad. It is. I mean, I don't know what to think about the United States right now besides disappointment. I mean, it's like when your parents just told you, we're not mad at you, we're just disappointed in you. It's because they knew you were better than what you've done. You disappointed them in doing something so stupid. Well, United States, I'm disappointed in you. I'm very disappointed in it, to tell you the truth. I mean, I'll be quite frank. I think well, not the FBI, but the IRS, all these new 3-letter agencies, them so much need to be disbanded, disbarred, and done to fuck away with. Yep, they do. I mean, the damn DHS, Bureau of Land Management. I mean, how about the bullshit that went down at Bundy Ranch? I mean, that shit was uncalled for. I see that as that rancher needs to pay them taxes to the state of Nevada, not to the federal government. Yep. I see it that the Bureau of Land Management had no right to go in there and do what they done, destroy his cattle ranch, and take his cows and kill the ungodly amount of cows they did. That shit was uncalled for. Yep, that's public grazing land. Yeah, thank you. His family's been grazing there since what was it, like 1860s or so? It's before that, I think it was. It was early 1800s. Yeah, whatever it may be, the guy had all rights to be able to graze his cows there. I agree. Now, whether or not this politician that was, from what I heard, was trying to sell a piece of it to China to be able to mine uranium. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. He was trying to sell it to China because they was wanting to set up a big solar array there, is what I heard. And that they tried to cover it up and try to claim it because of some fucking turtle that's been living there with them fucking cows for 100 years. Come on. Right. Well, damn, we American citizens wasn't fucking born yesterday. Right.
I mean, not the ones that's got any damn sense in their damn head. I mean,
right.
You got some that's pure out fucking dumbasses.
We had a bridge over in Texas that was being built, and it was stopped production because of one spider. One spider was found.
Bullshit. Pure
oops.
Bullshit.
You know what I mean? It's oops, did I step there? Get the jobs, get the money, get the taxes, you know, get in. Get jobs created with that bridge. To hell with that spider.
You got it.
I mean, I don't want to see, you know, species go extinct.
Yeah, that's me. I don't want to see species go extinct, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on. You can move that spider.
Thank you.
You know, and for the turtles' sake and the cows, like you said, they've been living together for hundreds of years.
Thank you.
Ain't no problem there. They're two animals. If that turtle had a problem, it can move. If the cow had a problem, it'll move.
Thank you. It all boils down to one thing, and that's money and greed. That's what it all boils down to, is money and greed.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. I mean, poor old Mr. Bundy, he didn't have the money. You know, farmers don't make much money. And what money he's had has come down through the lines and through doing it smartly, spending his money wisely, building and investing in his property.
Well, that and sitting there busting his ass to make a living.
Right, because farming ain't easy. It's hard.
You got it. It ain't easy. He's sitting there busting his ass like a damn real American.
Yep.
You know, not some damn welfare queen sitting there bitching and raising hell because she ain't getting $500 in food stamps or damn rent assistance.
Yep. If she wanted that, she needs to get their fat asses out, their lazy asses out, and get a job.
I agree.
I mean, I know many people without jobs that scrap iron, that pick up cans off the side of the road.
I used to do the same thing. And I'll be quite frank with you, it's the way things have got anymore. You about can't do that because of fucking law enforcement and because of all the fucking thieving going on, stealing copper. This guy honestly got where you about can't make a dollar doing that.
Right. Down here, we can't even scrap copper no more. We're not allowed to scrap copper.
Can't hear deal without a contractor's license.
Yeah, without a contractor's license, or if you don't do it in a specific manner, you ain't going to get paid. You're going to get arrested because supposedly that's stolen copper.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's the drug addicts. It's the junkies doing it.
You got it. Needing a dollar. You got it. Needing a dollar to get high. You got it.
Yep. I mean, it's sad.
It's very sad. It's one of the things that's ridiculous.
But I don't know what to think, bud.
Neither do I. I'm to a point this day and time, like I said, fuck the government until we get that stupid summit up there in that White House out.
Yep. And another thing that just grinds my gears, these kids nowadays are getting $40,000 and $50,000 cars given to them.
Yep.
What happened to the old $500 piece of crap that you had to work for to get that $500?
Thank you. Thank you. You know, it's one of the things. You want that car? Get off your ass and work for it, like I had to do.
Right. I bought every one of my cars except for the one I have now. My pops bought the car for me. I put the motor in it. I did all the upgrades.
I know what you mean. I've done the same thing.
I've done everything for that car. And at the time, I was working, but I didn't have the $7,000 to come up with it. I just couldn't come up with it at the time.
I know what you mean. Believe me, I know what you mean. That's me. That's me. I used to work for DirecTV and Dish Network as a subcontractor. And honestly, I'd still be working for them to this day. And what I'm about to tell you, there's a certain car dealership here in Savannah that ripped me off. And matter of fact, I'm going to name that car dealership on air because I want to slander their fucking name just that bad because they're fucking scum of the earth. I was working for DirecTV. I was bringing home $3,200 every 2 weeks. More than that sometimes with the custom work fees. I'd been working with it about 4 or 5 months. I totaled my little Ford Ranger out, and the truck about had it. It fucking 300,000 miles still going. I went to pay here, buy here now because fucking money was tight. I bought a truck from them. I had that truck about 2 weeks. The name of that dealership is Yes Guaranteed Auto Sales. I had that truck about not even about 2 weeks. The stupid son of a bitch starts overheating and supposedly had a 30-day warranty. Called them, couldn't get no answer, went by there, couldn't get no help. Well, they finally decided to pick the fucking phone up after that motherfucker was sitting in the yard, locked up because it was overheating, because I had to get home. And then they had the nerve to tell me, oh, well, yeah, we'll put another motor in it, but it's going to cost you $1,000. I says, nuh-uh. I said, not with somebody had a cracked radiator in it that you knew about, that you should have told me about. I said, then you're going to sit there and try not to give me my $1,000 back? I said, just for that. I said, take the fucking truck, shove the truck up your ass. I said, because I'm going to drag your fucking name through the mud. This happened approximately 2 years ago. You know,
I had a similar incident. I bought it from Walker Used Cars in Alexandria, Louisiana. After all said and done, paperwork signed, I find out I'm getting hit with 27% interest.
Mm-hmm.
On a $5,000 car that I put $2,000 back on, I would have ended up paying $17,000 off, just about, give or take.
I know what you mean. That's what they try pulling here.
I mean, and thank God I wrecked the thing, because I couldn't. After finding out, I was just paying interest.
You got it, paying interest. You got it.
And a lot of it is them big bankers that don't understand or don't care about the little guys.
Well, I'm going to tell you, a lot of it's big bankers, and also a lot of it's small title companies like fucking Title Max.
Yes. These fly-by-nights rip you off.
You got it. You got it. A lot of it's that.
Instead of building their business on good reputation, on fixing the what happened to the customer is always right.
Thank you.
Instead, they want to just, oh, well, you're on your own. Sorry about that, bud. It's your car now.
Oh, well.
Yeah, oh, well is what they tell you.
And you know, it's one of the things, I'll be quite frank with you. I mean, and it's one of the things where I know it's pissed this car dealership off. And you're going to laugh what I'm about to tell you. Mostly what they deal with is pure fucking niggers, pure crack niggers. It's been here like about 6-7 months ago. Arson, their place got burnt to the ground. Who you think done that?
Some pissed off customer there.
You got it. Some pissed off nigger is exactly. That's what I said. And I mean, it's one of the things. I mean, it's pure out ridiculous. And I mean, it's just one of the things. And honestly, I told him this. I said, I'm gonna drag your name through the mud. Don't worry. Every time I ride by there, I got a bullhorn.
Yep.
So help me God. If there's anybody out there, they ain't gonna be buying a car from them that day when I get done with them. I ride by there and hey, don't buy from them. They're a bunch of fucking crooks. And that's just what I say.
Yep. I worked for a small used car salesman. I won't name the name, but all the Mickey Mouse that this man did is shameful. When we're sticking on major parts with duct tape and tape and like wood screws,
that's pure out stupidity.
Yeah, I replaced a head gasket for the man and asked him where a torque wrench is.
Oh, we
I'll just tighten it down good and tight. Well, it'll need to be tightened down good and tight. It needs to be torqued.
It needs to be done right.
Right. And no, we're just trying to get it out the door and get it sold. And that ain't right. You know, and that guy's about to come out on money.
That's all they're worried about is money.
Yep. We have and I will name this one, First Choice Automotive in Alexandria, Louisiana. $8,600 I spent putting a motor in. And the car was supposed to come back perfectly drivable like a brand new car. 17 months later, I have to repossess it myself.
That's uncalled for.
Right. The car right now doesn't run right. I don't. There's nobody now that I'm too nervous to take it to. Why I put almost $25,000 in parts, in motor, transmission, rear end.
I know what you mean.
I can't get $3,000 for the car barely.
Yeah.
Because of the people, Cody and James are the owners of First Choice Automotive. They're not going to replace it. They're not going to. They done told me they ain't going to fix the car. I mean, and it literally took me and a few buddies and a pistol going up there and getting my car and what money I could get.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And I mean, it's just one of the things. I'll be quite frank with you with the way things is this day and time. I know there's a lemon law on new cars. There needs to be a lemon law on used cars, too, to stop this bullshit.
Yep, there does.
To stop the common man from getting ripped off.
Yep. I mean, it seems like that's the thing nowadays, is to rip the other guy, to rip your buddy off or rip your neighbor off. What's the point in having a bunch of? Truthfully, your word's shit. You can't.
You got it.
Your word is nothing no more.
You got it. Your
my
word's diddly shit.
Raised me that the only thing you got in this world is your balls and your words, son. You don't break them for anybody.
You got it.
And that's the way I plan on raising my kids up. My kids every day pray before their meals. They have a little respect in their voice, and they know better. If they disrespect somebody or get out of line, they know what they're going to get. And it's called that good old-fashioned ass whipping. You know, there's a line between beating a kid and giving them a good ass whipping. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if 90% of these kids in the United States just got a good old took behind the shed and just wore their tail out,
you got it.
They wouldn't act like they do nowadays. They wouldn't be bullying kids. They wouldn't be committing suicide and shooting schools up. And
you got it. It would put a stop to a lot of it. It would. It
would. And the poor kids that are committing suicide, they don't realize they're going to hell. That's forever, man. That's forever.
They're going to hell.
Nothing in this world is worth taking your own life over.
You got it.
Not the girl that left you because she found some other guy. There's more fish in the sea, bud.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I had one girl. She left me and her 2 kids for methamphetamine because I wouldn't put up with it. I don't want it around me. I'm very anti-methamphetamine, very anti every drug except for marijuana.
I agree 100%. And you know,
she is now. Do what?
And you know, there's one more thing I want to touch base on too. You know, you get a lot of people. A lot of people they want to sit here and they want to bitch and raise hell and whine on Facebook. Get off your fucking ass and do something about it. Don't sit there and bitch and whine about it.
Right. Do something about it.
Thank you.
I have a friend. His name is Mr. Don Ewing, greatest man in the world. I mean, literally a great stand-up feller. I love the man to death, him and his whole family. We was with a certain patriotic group. We wanted to start working on the senior citizens' home, start a little call service for people that ran out of gas, their battery started, or died, their grandparents need help moving.
Yeah.
But that was against their views to where they shunned us out. We're starting to build our own patriotic group.
That's the best thing to do.
We've pulled multiple people out of the woods that have now shown up at our meetings. We got the senior citizens moved from one place up to a bigger place where they can enjoy themselves.
I know.
You know.
Yeah.
And most of them are veterans of Vietnam, Korea, World War II probably. They've done their dues. They've paid every dime they needed to.
Thank you. I agree 100%.
Yet these young kids around here would rather laugh at them because they're old.
You got it.
Than go down there and give a little hand and earn some respect.
You got it.
Earn some honor, earn some morals, and just learn how to be a man and a woman.
You got it.
I mean, there's not many people nowadays that are like us or our parents.
You got it. And
or our grandparents.
And you know, something else I want to touch base on too. And honestly, I think it would be a great idea. Most people probably wouldn't. A lot of these damn lifers you got locked up in prison that's sitting there wasting taxpayers' dollars. They want to kill somebody. They want to kill somebody. Send their asses over there to Iraq and let them stay.
Yep. Let them stay.
Exactly. They want to go over there and they want to kill somebody. Send their asses over there and let them kill a couple of fucking Hajis and be done with it.
Yep. Earn some respect back. You ain't gonna earn all your respect back and all your justification for your heinous crimes that you did, but that's a start.
Thank you. That's a damn good start.
And another thing that aggravates me, they won't let these people do work chain gangs.
No.
They're in prison, bud. That's where that's what it's for. They couldn't live in society. Put them on a chain gang. Make them work. Make them till these fields. Make them clean these roads. Make them redo the roads.
I agree 100% and then some.
I mean, they're getting better treatment than what me, you, and most Americans get.
You damn got it. You got
Internet.
It right. You got it right.
You know, there's 4 hots in a cot, basically. 3 hots in a cot, whatever, you know. Make them work. They're slave labor. They're property of the government.
Thank you.
They don't have rights. They gave them up when they decided to keep on their life of crime.
Thank you.
Now, I understand people make mistakes. Some of them deserve to be put in prison for a short time to make them think about what they've done. But you can ask any of them people in prison if they deserve to be put in prison. No, they're innocent.
Yeah, of course.
You know, they're innocent. They didn't do nothing wrong. If you didn't do nothing wrong, why is your ass in that prison right now?
Thank you.
Some are, you know, put in prison and not do nothing.
You got it.
But, you know, that's the cases we need to look back into instead of working on if we're going to let Charles Manson out of prison. Fuck Charles Manson. We wasted 30 years of money.
Thank you.
Holding Charles Manson, these serial killers.
Thank you. I'm one. Fuck Charles Manson. Send his ass to Iraq and be done with it.
Yep. He wants to be all white supremacist and hate everybody. Stick him over there and let's see what happens.
I mean, it's one thing. So send him over there and let him kill a few fucking sand niggers.
Yep.
Honestly, I ain't afraid to say it. I mean, I'd be quite frank with you.
That's right. I mean, they didn't care much about Sharon Tate or that little baby they cut out, so obviously they can go kill something that matters.
Thank you.
And something else that just pisses me off, why Muslims have said we are going to kill Christians. All these Christians that think that Christianity is a peaceful religion, yes, it is. But it says nowhere in that Bible. I've read the Bible. It says nowhere in that Bible to be a pushover.
Thank you. I agree 100%.
It says there's multiple. Gideon, David. There's David, Gideon, Noah, Moses. All of them have killed for Christianity. You know, and they fought exactly who God told them to.
You got it.
The Muslims. These Palestinians. When is the Christians going to pick up their Bible and pick up their sword and go, you know what? Game's on, bud. You want to fight? We'll give it to you.
Thank you. And it's one of the things, that's what needs to happen. I mean, just get off our asses, go up there, drag his ass out, and you know, and it's one of the things. You know, I agree. Same thing, you know, with these damn Muslims. You know, they want to come over here and fight. Bring it on, son of a bitch. Because you know, we you know, it's one of the things. We waiting on you. We ready because we going to fucking kill every one of you. That's what's going to happen.
Yep. We've been itching for a fight since WW2. Korea, we handed ass. Vietnam was because of the fucking politicians. They would not let them in fight. Fuck the politicians. Go in there and do what you got to do.
Thank you.
You know? They don't care about the damn Geneva Convention. Fuck the Geneva Convention.
I'm one. Fuck the Geneva Convention and fuck the UN. The UN needs to be disbanded too.
While we're at it, we go out and slide off and take out the UN too. And we need to hit China. We need to hit South Korea or North Korea. All the Arab states.
Yeah, by all means.
And while we're at it, we might as well slide off into Russia and kick their ass too.
Yep.
I mean, I really admire the way Putin is handling things.
So do I. It's one of the things, you know, honestly, he could have done nuked us if he wanted to.
Oh yeah. He done showed the world that the United States, with Obama leading them, is backing down with Crimea. Nothing was done. We're going to put some sanctions on you. Great, I don't have to leave my country.
Thank you.
I think he's perfectly fine there. You know what I mean? I admire the way he's doing it. He's doing it with so much charisma and doing it right out in front of everybody.
Yep.
No one's doing a damn thing. Oh, we're gonna put some sanctions on your banking accounts. We're not gonna let you import or export.
And honestly, he's like, "Fuck you, bring it on, do it. I dare you."
Yep. It sure is funny. Everybody in the world's got an AK-47.
Thank you.
You know, I've had multiple of them. I love the gun. It's a great gun. You know, but they're making money hand over foot.
You got it. You got it. Making money hand over foot.
And you don't see these Hajis and these terrorists fucking with Russia. You don't. The last one supposedly that happened was in 1986. Russia captured their family, killed their family, dismembered them, and sent the bodies and the remains to the terrorists
like a boss.
Their negotiations.
You got it.
As your family in a box. 3 days later, nobody was killed. They was released. You know what I mean? That's the way the United States needs to be. Instead, we let them go and we give them money.
You got it.
I mean, right now, we got one that we released from Guantanamo Bay. Now they're giving a $5 million reward for him. Well, you save your money. You let him go like 15 minutes ago, bud.
Thank you. That's that's that stupid fucking senator in the White House done that.
Yep, all over that Birdall man. That Birdall man, him and his family are traitors. They're Muslim. They should have left his ass over there. Fuck that little converted towel head.
Thank you.
We had good Americans die over there because of that fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know what I mean?
And you know, and it's one of the things, you know, I'll be honest with you, I mean, who was it? It was Sergeant Tamarisi down there in Mexico that got locked up in that Mexico prison. I mean, I'll be quite frank with you. If I was the damn president and that shit would have happened, I'd have sent a team under to get that son of a bitch. Then I'd have shut the fucking border down. And dared Mexico to done anything. Honestly, I would have sent an extraction team over there and got his ass, come home, shut the fucking border down, and dare them to try and pull any fucking bullshit.
Yep. But instead, we worried about this Birdall trader. Well, we won't let this Marine that's got a great service record.
Thank you.
You know, a great individual from what I've read and stuff. He's a stand-up guy. We're letting him sit in prison because he went maybe 500 feet across the border to turn around and got stopped with a firearm.
Thank you. But hey, I got one for you on that. Speaking of Tamarisi, it's been back here probably about not even a month ago, not even 2-3 weeks ago. City here up the road, Twin City. Tamarisi come through Twin City and it was on the news. He got arrested for drunk driving DUI in Twin City, Georgia up here. It was on the news.
All right.
I mean, it's one of the things. it's one of the things. Yeah, the man done a crime, but I mean, damn, let the man go. I mean, probably honest to God mistake.
Right. It probably was. He didn't kill nobody. He got his punishment, but I mean, he didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody, like you said, everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Some mistakes are less. And I heard an old saying: some people learn by reading the book, some people learn by watching, some people learn by peeing on the electric fence.
You got it.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I know exactly what you mean.
That's the truth. Some people got to beat their head against the wall before they learn.
You got it. And some of them don't even learn then.
Right. Some don't, bro. They don't, honestly. that was a good one. But yeah, I'm just fed up with U.S. policies and things, dude.
You got it. And you know, that's about like somebody was calling Obama, you know, a piece of shit. No, I come up with a one better name. You know, he's a shit stain in the White House so bad that damn Clorox won't even wash it out.
That's right, bud. That's right.
I think I was the first one that coined that term, and I think, and I'll be quite frank with you, that group on Facebook, Barack Obama, the biggest shit stain in the world. That's where that name come from. That's where I got that name from. Was after I coined that term and used that term on air, and people was getting a kick out of it. That's where I come up with that at.
And that's a great group, bud. And you know, we have other groups that are great. You know, as far as my group and your group, when some liberal wants to piss off your group or come talking their liberal agenda,
that's the wrong thing to do. That's when
you doing the new era infidels, and we go in and we trash them.
It always happens.
Yep, it just so happens. And if they really want to play games, you know, we bring in the heavy hitters, Cercilo Crescenda, Tony Solis, Irving Rojas, you, me, and we destroy them. We make them feel so much like idiots because of their liberal agenda that they don't even pick fights with us no more. They'd rather not even battle with us or even try to talk politics or patriotic.
And it's one of the things, speaking of them liberal groups, you know, it's one of the things you really want to screw with them. Do like I done one day. I went in, I set up a bogus Facebook account, which I got so many bogus Facebook accounts. I mean, it's ungodly. Up under different names, up under female names. I went in 2 or 3 times to the Hillary group, and I screwed with them so much that it was unreal.
Yeah, Hillary 2016. That's a fun one to mess with, ain't it?
That's a damn fun one to mess with.
I mean, you slip one time, you get that whole room stirred up, pissed off at you. But the whole time, you're right, and they're wrong. You know what I mean?
You got it. You got it.
I mean, it's hilarious.
It's just very hilarious, and it's one of the things. You know, and honestly, I'm starting to believe it. Honestly, I believe that. I do believe that baboon in that White House, Michelle Obama, I do believe that she's a transvestite.
Dude, did you see the picture of her pecker?
Yeah.
Dude, if Obama's getting cornholed by that massive thing, fuck. I mean,
well, hey, it's like this. It's like this, you know. If that stupid son's just getting cornholed by it, he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves every inch of that massive motherfucker.
You got it.
But I honestly think she's a dude. I mean, she's got the hands of a man. She's got the throat of a man. She obviously, in several pictures, you see a pecker hanging out there.
Thank you.
I mean, not only is he the first black, he's the first gay president.
Well, what's one of the things? First off, he really ain't black. He's fucking Muslim.
Yeah, he ain't really even black.
It's one of the things. He's giving the blacks a bad name. You know, he's making the blacks look bad because he's not even black. He's Muslim. It's one of the things, you know, he's not even a nigger, he's Muslim.
Yep. He gives the blacks such a bad name and makes them all look like a bunch of idiots when there's several great black men that could be running this country a lot better than he is.
Thank you.
And honestly, I would have liked to seen Sarah Palin.
would.
I would have loved seeing her in there.
I would have too.
I mean, not only is she something great, I mean, a great scenery to look at. She's got balls enough to do something about it. And I feel like she's the kind of lady, you say something smart to her, she'll punch you in the mouth.
Thank you.
And instead, we got Hillary Clinton and all these other libtards wanting to run for president. You know, I was speaking with my dad the other day, and I was asking him about Watergate and Nixon. And my dad's like, son, Nixon right now is just a how did he put it? Basically, just a kid, just a small timer compared to the crimes that Hillary and everybody else is creating. And he got impeached over like 30-something minutes or so of deleted tapes.
18 minutes of audio tape that went missing is what it was.
18 minutes, right?
18 minutes.
Look at the lady in the IRS. She had so many thousands of messages go missing. Hillary Clinton had 3,000 messages deleted.
Close to 5,000.
Well, little do they know, they're not gone.
Thank you.
You know, me and you are computer junkies. We both know
right.
Somebody could get them back, whether they like it or not.
It's that's one of the things that's one of the things unless you physically destroy that server, that them emails are still going to be there somewhere. It may be hard to get to them, but the right person can do it. It's just the fact of that they don't want to.
Yep, that's the fact. They don't want to. They're too lazy to go in there and do their job.
Well, it's one of the things that they ain't too lazy. They just don't want the truth coming out.
Right. Yep, because it's gonna decrease the amount of money in their pockets.
You got it. That's what I said. It's going to decrease the amount of money that's going to be in their pockets. It's all about the almighty dollar.
They think of $1 million like we think of $1. If they're down to $1 million, they're broke. But yet, if me or you have $1 in our pocket, we still get a candy bar or soda pop or we can get a pack of ramen noodles. We know we can survive still on $1. But even think about us being able to make $1 million. If we had $1 million, most Americans, I'm not going to say all Americans, most Americans could live off that $1 million the majority of the rest of their life.
Thank you.
If they spend it wisely. Buy them a home, buy them a car, purchase land, invest the money.
Invest
it into United States companies.
And it's one of the things too. I want to bring up something else. I don't know whether you probably didn't hear it, probably don't know about it. Speaking of Sarah Palin, back when Sarah was running against Barack Obama, did you hear the song that Hank Williams Jr. wrote? He rewrote. I can't remember which one it was. I want to say it was Family Tradition. It was either Family Tradition or Country Boy Can Survive. And one of the lines in that song was, if you mess with her cubs, the gloves will come off.
Yep. I believe I heard that song. I don't know if it was Family Tradition or if it was Country Boy.
I can't know one of them. It was. I'll have to look it up.
One of them was basically what needs to be happening. The gloves have been off.
Yeah, and it's one of the things. And what was so funny was he was actually going to her rallies and backing her. That's what was funny about it.
Yep. It was. I mean, but yet we let Obama. So much. How much change have we received besides, the United States American Uncle Sam basically bending over and giving his backside to whoever wants it.
You got it. And something else that I want to comment on too. A lot of people sit here and bitch and raise hell about Facebook about censorship. You want me to tell you who I think's doing that, and you probably gonna know what I'm gonna say. I think it's Barack Obama doing it.
Yep. I think it is too.
Honestly, I think they've bought Facebook. I do.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I think it's one basic government ploy to
Monitor.
Get into everybody's life. If you notice, everybody posts these posts or pictures.
You got
Well, you can go back in your timeline. We can get pictures of you.
Thank you.
We can get what you said.
Thank you.
But the thing is, they forget about freedom of speech.
Thank you.
It's not, well, even though you got the freedom of speech doesn't mean you need to use it. Well, yeah, you do. It's there for a reason. It's because I can say that. I'm legally able to say that.
You need to use it, but you need to watch what you say at the same time.
Right, and you got to, because you don't want, like, for instance, one of my Facebook pages, I had a shitstorm, and I had a lawyer contact me, and like I told the lawyer, I gave him all kinds of descriptions, all kinds of legal battles were freedom of speech, bro.
Thank you.
And I told him, no, I'm not going to remove it. It's called freedom of speech.
Thank you.
Well, we'll sue you. So I started putting down several lists. I said, when you do, get ready, because I'm going to battle you, and I'm going to call every patriot. I'm going to call every news station and see how you've taken a Second Amendment. What's the Second Amendment freedom of speech? I believe so.
I think it's Second Amendment freedom of speech.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But to the point to where he shut up because he knew he was picking a fight with somebody that was not an idiot.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I've read the Constitution. My kids, they're 4 and 5. They know their Pledge of Allegiance. They know what's right, what's wrong.
You got it.
And
you got it.
I hope and pray that these kids get to grow up with some of the freedoms that I've had. I didn't get to have the freedoms my parents have had, or their grandparents, or their parents. I don't even know basically really what freedom is anymore because there's so many laws.
I know what you mean.
I mean, when you're getting little farms and little bitty guys that are getting picked on by the Department of Land Management and all these big 3-letter government facilities, you know, they're not doing nothing wrong. They're not using DDT or these GMOs, man. If God wanted that seed genetically modified, He would have modified that seed from the beginning.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, and it's just, bud, it just stirs me up, bud. It stirs me up to see the way that everything's going.
I know what you mean.
We got Berkeley, California. It's offensive to have the American flag. That's our motherfucking flag.
Thank you.
My grandfather fought for it. Your grandparents fought for it. You and I fight for it right now. But yet these son of a bitches want to take it down. Fuck them bastards. Get the fuck out of the United States.
I agree. You know, it's one of the things, you know, it's one of the things, if you don't like it, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Fuck you.
Yep. Yep. And enjoy a big, sharp, nasty black penis. Because, I mean, what else do you expect? You know what I mean? You're in America. You know what I mean? This is fucking America. That's our flag. Fuck that Haji flag.
You got it.
Fuck all the countries except America.
Thank you.
You're an American. You're not black. You're not white. You're not Chinese. You're not African American. That's what pisses me off the most. People saying African American. You're not African fucking American. You're an American.
You're American, motherfucker.
You know, it pisses me off. If you're an African American, why the fuck you ain't in Africa?
Thank you.
You're an American. American is the melting pot.
Thank you. And it's one of the things. If you don't like it, take your ass back to Africa and stay there.
Yeah. Take your ass back to the Middle East, to Europe,
or wherever the hell you come
South
from.
America, Canada, wherever the fuck else. But this shit don't fly in America. I mean, we got people right now American citizens burning the American flag. Please, I beg them to do it in front of me.
Thank you. It's one of the things you do in front of me, you're gonna get sucker punched.
Yeah,
and
if not worse, bud. You know, if not worse. My family has fought in just about every battle since the Revolutionary War.
So is mine.
And If my family had to die for that flag, be damn well I'm willing to die for that flag, and I'm willing to kill you over that flag.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And you're probably, and probably every American else is the same.
Yep.
That flag to me is worth worth more than gold.
You got it.
You know what I mean? That's stuff that's been through 400 years, just about. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. 400 years.
Yep.
In the making to build this great fine country that we live in, and yet you want to destroy it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what I mean? You better not turn around. You better not let me catch your eyes not watching me. Cause
thank you.
As soon as you do, you'll wake up in the hospital.
You got it. And also, it's just one of the things. They want to come over here. They don't want to get off their ass and work. They don't want to come over here legally. They want to come over here, draw food stamps, welfare, and God knows what else. I can't count how many times I've been in Walmart. Probably every time I've been in Walmart and seen 4 or 5 fucking sand niggers at a time with nothing but buggy loads full of groceries. I mean, come on, you know good and damn well them somebody's just drawing probably $400 or $500 a month in food stamps.
Yeah, and they're not buying things to last them the month. They're buying ribeye steaks.
They're
buying prime rib.
Thank you.
You know how many times I've ate chicken to the point I don't like chicken, but I still have to eat it?
Me too.
I mean, I love beans, but as a kid, we grew up dirt poor. Dirt poor.
That's me.
Beyond dirt poor. My daddy busted his ass, and still does. I've worked for him for many years. He works his ass off to make what ends meet he makes. My mom, great woman, one of the last women, and I'll call her a real woman, to be able to take nothing and make something out of it.
I know what you mean there.
There's many times my mom has sold cans, and my dad has been busting ass in these hot engine rooms where whole crews fall out from heat stroke, just trying to make $1 to send home to their family so that their family can feed themselves. But yet you got this big fat bastard laying up in the couch selling dope and gets that welfare check, goes out and buy dope and rims and big nice ribeye steaks, and in 5 minutes it's basically gone.
Gone to hell and back.
Yep. I've worked. I paid into all that taxes just like every other American, and it don't even get used for what it's supposed to. We have our elderly right now being mistreated because we'd rather give to these lazy bastards that don't want to work, and instead of give to the last great era, the last era that can be considered a great era, unless our generations get off our asses and get to the damn kicking the front fucking door of the White House in.
You got it, and I agree 100%. That's the only way it's going to be stopped is for us to go up there and kick the front door of the White House in, drag his ass out, Hillary Clinton and the rest of them, fucking try their ass for fucking treason. Hell, don't even try them. Just go and fucking put a bullet in their head and be done with it. I'll say it. I ain't afraid to, because that's what needs to happen. They really ain't worth trying for treason, because I mean there's so much evidence against them. It's a known fact that they're a bunch of treasonous SOBs.
Yeah, what happened in Benghazi? You have Marines ready, Marines begging. What is a Marine for in the United States? That is to fucking whip ass. That is the tip of the fucking spear.
You got it.
We had Marines ready to go and do their job and lay down their life for them men. Yet this pussy in the office, and yet that little cunt Hillary Clinton tells them no. You can't do your job. Your job is not to go and save our citizens.
Hey, speaking of that bitch, have you ever heard that radio show host Pete Santilli?
Yep, I love Pete.
All right. Did you hear what he said on national air about her?
I didn't.
You didn't hear the remark he made about her about Benghazi? Oh man, dude. He made a remark that bitch that see you next Tuesday. This was his exact words. That see you next Tuesday needs to be tried, executed, and shot in the vagina. Go look it up on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And see, I wouldn't even waste a bullet, man. We got leather straps, and we got honey, and we got ants.
That'd be better.
You know what I mean? If you want to do treason, and to me, treason is the only thing even close to molestation of a child. We got ants, and we got wet leather straps, and we got honey.
You got it.
And you just go tie them up in the woods, you know, good and tight, where that leather's going to shrink and just start choking. You let the ants have them. It's a natural life cycle. You know, the ants got to eat. That man's got to die.
Thank you. Hey! It's like the old Charlie Daniels song. You know what I mean. I can't think of the name of the song, but you know what I mean.
There's which one? There's so many great Charlie Daniels songs.
There's one of them where he makes the mark take them time to a stump and let the ants and the gators eat on them. I can't remember which one it is.
I know. What is that name of that song? But yeah, and it's basically saying what we need to do as patriots and as Americans. And it's going to take that, bro. There needs to be a public atrocious death of some of these politicians or some of these traitors to realize that if you do this, if you commit these crimes,
this is what's going to happen.
Yep. And do it publicly. Show them suffer. You know, I don't like to see nobody suffer, but damn it, if you've done the crime, you deserve to suffer.
I agree.
Them little kids and the family you just destroyed's got to suffer. Why shouldn't you? And that's where I'm kind of okay with, like, some of these countries. You steal, we cut your damn hand off.
I agree.
You know, I'm not for Sharia law. I'm very anti-Sharia law. But damn it, if you steal in the United States, let's cut your damn hand off.
I agree.
Let's
100%.
burn a T into your forehead to where everybody knows you're a thief, or you're a drug addict, or you're an alcoholic, or you're a woman beater, or you're a molester.
Thank you. Well, hey, tell me.
Oh, bud, the best thing, about 2 years ago, I was keeping a man and a woman from fighting, and he had beat on her, and I was trying, I was begging this man to fight me. I wanted to hurt this boy so bad. He wouldn't do it. But it took my little sister, oh, God willing, she steps to him. Well, will you fight me? No. Right in the face, bro. She made him fight her, and she beat the dog shit out of him. He whipped out the can of mace so quick on everybody, it didn't work. We just made him mace himself. Cops come, they're helping us, they're being so kind. Oh, y'all did such a good job, and y'all did a good deed. Y'all don't understand that what y'all did is what the boy needed. They're helping us. Here, your eyes hurt, one dry towel, woman beater. Give them a dry towel.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to use the bathroom. Continue to talk if you want to. I mean, you're live on there. It'll stay up.
All right. And another damn thing. These big banks will give bailouts to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the world. You see them bailing out the little guys where their homes are about to go under, where they're working all their life and all their every day, every hour of the day to try to keep their homes, to try to keep their property, and yet the United States government's going to bail out China, bail out every other damn country, Ethiopia, South Africa, wherever it may be that they're bailing out, but yet won't help Tom down the street keep his house. Won't let Bill down at the corner, the volunteer fire department man, the guy that comes and protects you when you have a bobo, when your kids cut themselves, when your house is on fire, won't help that man. Fuck the man that helps everybody else. We got judges politicians, senators, making more money than what they know what to do with. But yet teachers, this is the reason why teachers don't want to teach no more. They don't have the drive to teach. It's because they don't care about their kids. They don't care about the youth. They don't care about whether that kid is going to grow up to be a doctor or a scientist or a lawyer or be the first man on Mars, be the first man to drop to the bottom of the ocean, be the man that discovers a cure for HIV or AIDS, discover a cure for cancers. Michael Johnson, has had AIDS since the 1980s. He has more money than what the man down the street with AIDS can't even think about having, yet he's lived for almost 25, 28 years, 30 years with AIDS, yet the man down the street's got to suffer and die so fast because he can't afford the medicines to keep that around. The U.S. government right now is pumping these antipsychotics, these anti-anxiety pills down every American and giving them to them for free. Yet some of them prescriptions are $700 for a 1 month supply. Who pays for that $700? Yet the elderly man down the street can't afford his medicine. He's got to go hungry and eat cat food, basically, to get his medications. It's sad, America. You need to wake up. You need to realize what's happening in your neighborhood. What's happening to your grandparents, my grandparents. It's sad. And 90% of it is your fault because you let it happen, I let it happen, everybody does.
You got it.
But yet, everybody wants to bitch and complain when they see their grandparents going without food, going without medication, lights, water. But they don't want to vote these people out or boot a door in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They'd rather see their family suffer than do what God wants done.
I agree 100%.
It's sickening, America.
And Tony, I'm gonna be quite frank with you. It's one of the things. Honestly, I plan on if I can continue to get the callers to call in and do nightly calls like this, I plan on keeping this up. It ain't just gonna be a 1 or 2 show thing. I plan on keeping it up.
We need to, and I help spread the word as much as I can. I'll call in whenever I'm welcome, whenever I'm asked to, whenever I'll do it just for the hell of it. Call in and pop in.
That's one of the things. That's what I want. I want people to get the nerve up to call in and state the damn truth. And I'll be quite frank with you. More than likely, tomorrow, this right here probably be replayed tomorrow. Is what'll probably happen, and it'll probably go on YouTube, which I know will go on YouTube once I get it edited.
That's perfectly fine with me. I want to hear everybody hear what everybody's thinking. Yet they're too scared to say it. You ain't afraid to say it. I ain't afraid to say it.
I damn sure ain't afraid to say it because I'm sick of it.
Yep, completely tired of it. And I posted a while back, and I believe you shared the post about what we talked about earlier. Why hadn't somebody stood up and started walking?
Thank you.
And got a not a lynch mob, not a riot, but got a movement started to get these damn politicians out of there.
I agree.
Get these Chinese, major, big corporate, Saudi Arabian, Pakistani, Jordanian, whatever they are, owning all these oil companies the hell out of here. What happened to American gas and oil? You know what I mean? What happened to American-made oil? We have more oil, bud, in the United States than what we can handle.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll buy it from Iraq and Saudi Arabia and Dubai and United Arab Empires. We'll give them money, but yet we won't give these little guys that need money.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, there's other ways of fuel. I'm for alternative fuels. I want to see wood grain alcohol being burned in cars. I'd like to see more electric cars. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but you know, it's something that needs to be researched more and done.
I agree 100%.
I mean, hemp, for God's sake. You can, hemp, every year you have a resupply of hemp. To me, you can make oils from it, biodiesel. You can make biofuels with it. It's not drinkable. It's toxic. I know that for a fact. You can't drink wood alcohol. It'll make you go blinder, if not worse. I mean, if the idiot wants to drink it, so let it be. That's your own problem. You want to go blind.
Got it.
But there's other ways to make alternative fuels. I mean, yeah, we do need fossil fuels. We do need natural gas.
Yeah.
Because we haven't developed solar power, wind power enough to be able to get off our...
That's just it. The solar and the wind has really been developed enough for it to be put into effect. It's just the fact of all these damn companies is charging outrageous for it. It's a damn markup on it, and they're making billions off of it.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. You know, I grew up where me and my brothers and sister would scrounge up $5. We'd hit the couch cushions. We'd go to Dad's sock drawer. We'd go underneath the car seats. We'd scrounge up $5 for fuel, and we'd run all week on $5 in fuel. But yet now, it spikes up high to where everybody gets accustomed to having high prices, and it drops low to where we're losing jobs. I got a man right now just lost his job on an oil rig because the prices are dropping. Yeah, prices are dropping. So you got to accommodate that. You know what I mean? You got to be able to realize that business ain't always going to be booming. You know what I mean?
I agree 100%.
But you got to keep your hands in there, because when that shit goes down or that shit breaks, where's your hands at to fix it? All you got suit and tie guys that ain't going to get dirty.
Thank you.
I mean, sickening, bro. But what have we done? We've done about an hour and 45-minute talk tonight.
Hang on, let me look at my encoders and I'll tell you how long my encoder's been up. Well, it should. Let me go to the second page. Hang on a minute. We have been online for an hour and 47 minutes, and we got 6 listeners is what we've got.
Oh, I got Bobcat calling. Oh, she is close. Watch out, cat. Don't step on that bug. You'll go to jail over that bug. I mean, hell, even the animals look at the spider and go, wait, is that endangered? I can't eat that. That's not hollow food. I can't. I have heart problems. I can't eat that. It's cooked food, bud. I swear. There's certain foods I don't eat because in my religion, Christianity is the only right religion. It says don't eat certain foods, so I don't eat them.
Hey.
And if you think about it, it's all the nasty animals that eat the dead flesh, that eat shit, that eat, you know, nothing. Basically just trash. And man, if you cannot eat something because it's a pig, have they ever tasted bacon?
Thank you. Hey,
I mean, honestly,
Tony.
Yeah.
Devin Jett on Facebook just got a 3-day ban from them commie bastards over something that supposedly probably happened last night.
Really? On what group?
Fuck PC, anything goes is where it was posted at.
Oh, we're gonna send the troops in. Let's see if we get another 3-month banding. I got banned 3 months for Hillary 2016.
It's nothing new. It happens. It's nothing new. It happens. It happens all the time.
But yeah, I mean, I buy a 5-pound slab of bacon every month, and it lasts a month. But man, if I went without bacon, I would detox. I would be like locking up. I'd be a drug addict. I'd be going down to the corner store. Hey, bud, you got some bacon? You got any ham? What about them burned pork chops? I love me a burned pork chop.
I know what you mean with the pork chops.
I mean, God, they're so dang good, man. You can't ask for something better than a good old pulled pork sandwich or something.
You got that right.
I know Campbell don't taste that good.
Thank you. It don't. I don't know and I don't want to know.
Right, I'd rather not find out. I'll stick to bacon, I'm sorry. But yeah, before we go, I want to shout out to New Era Infidels. Like I said, Tony, Solis, Irving, Cercillo, Samich, you sick individual. Thanks for all your patriotic trolling you do. All four of y'all. Thanks, y'all are awesome.
Hey, we damn well need to get them on here. They'd have a blast. 'Cause like I said, it's uncensored. Anything goes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get us a group going so that way next time we do this, we can have a good conversation where we can show America that people are standing up and they're getting pissed.
The only thing is, I want to try and think of a way to do it besides Google Voice, because with Google Voice, from what I can gather, you can only have one caller at a time, which is a pain in the ass.
Right.
And that's why I was thinking something like Skype, and that way we can just do a group call.
Maybe do have one guy get 3 or 4 people on a conference call.
Yep, you got it. That's what I want to do.
And we have 4 people on one.
You got it.
Yep. But I'm gonna get off here. I got kids in bed.
I'm about to do the same thing myself. I'm about to call it a night.
Yeah, flick the bean a little bit, you know. Whatever you want to call it. But it's great talking to you. It's great being a guest on your show. Keep the fight. God bless America, and fuck Islam.
You got it. I agree 100%. Like I said, pass the word around. Feel free to call in. It shows uncensored. Anything goes.
All right, big guy. You take it easy and have a great one.
You too, Tony. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
This is the Pissed Patriot, bringing you live from FEMA Region 4. Hope you have had a good time. We're going to call it a night. We should be back tomorrow about the same time. So like I said, hope you tune in. Pass the word around, because it's always going to be this comical. Hopefully we can get more callers in on these lines.